Thank God for me, the message of the scriptures is pretty straightforward this week. If we go back to the first reading from the prophet Isaiah, he's foretelling what we hear in different places throughout the scriptures, that at some point was going to come a prophet like Moses, and really, if you put it all together, it was going to be the Lord who would step into that place of the prophet, of Moses, and really lead Israel through the same things that Moses led Israel through originally in the Exodus, and the Passover and the Ten Commandments and wandering in the desert and ultimately coming to the Promised Land. But it would be the Lord who would take on that role of leading through the new Exodus. And Isaiah is describing some of the things that would happen when the Lord comes. And what do we hear? All the blind will see, the lame will all run free, and all will know my name, as the popular song says. But as well, one of the things that is written is that the mute would be able to speak. And so what do we have in the gospel reading? Well, we have Jesus, who is the Lord, come into the world in a human form. He's healing, right? And what is he doing? He's opening the eyes of the blind. He's opening the mouth of those who are unable to speak. And so he's stepping into this place, and he's fulfilling the prophecy of Isaiah and really laying claim to his rightful place as the Lord in leading his people out of exile to sin or slavery to sin, ultimately into the freedom that comes from knowing God, and ultimately the true freedom that will come as we live with God forever in heaven. So that's the basic outline of the scriptures from a kind of a factual standpoint, if you will. That's the point, if you will. But I think at a deeper level too, and not that this isn't the point, but maybe a deeper point. You think about what we have experienced through our baptism, through our conversion of heart, through the encounters with the Lord that we have had throughout our lives. What happens? What has happened? Our eyes have been opened to the ways that we are in need of the Lord's help. Our eyes are open to the ways that He is at work in our own lives, purifying our hearts and sending us forth to serve our brothers and sisters. Our eyes are opened to the ways that He truly is calling us deeper into His own heart and calling to serve as He served as well. Our eyes are able to see the action and fidelity of God in our lives, even in the here and now. The second part, I think, is the one that people are held back by quite a bit, because why is anyone's mouth open, spiritually or practically? Ultimately, it's so that we can proclaim the praises of God, so that we may witness to His work in our lives and in the life of the world. It's one thing to see it, it's another thing to say it, but we're called to do both as we encounter the Lord, as we are transformed, and truly that we are able to draw others into the message that He has for us and the life that He has called us to. So let us take the opportunity this week, as we hear these readings, as we enter into our celebration of Sunday Mass, to remember the ways that our eyes and our mouths have been opened, but also renew our efforts and just the call that we have to not only see the good work that God has done in us, but as well to proclaim His praises and His good deeds to others.